That's right, all you the Warcraft fanatics. A movie is on its way. Whether or not that movie will be good is up for debate, but in all seriousness, the movie will make an insane amount of money. So, let's get a few facts straight. It's a movie about an insanely popular game that caused a lot of moral issues around whether or not massively multiplayer online games were or were not healthy for the consumer. Based on the incredibly popular Warcraft franchise, I personally can see this turning into Lord of the Rings 2. However, this may not be the case. Let's get into some details. First off, while video game movies have an intense amount of potential behind them, they generally end up not being very good. For example, the Silent Hill movies, which flopped but everyone had high hopes for. The Street Fighter and Mario movies from the past, even though Mario was technically supposed to be a joke movie, or a parody. And Doom the movie, which I personally thought was okay, but got a lot of bad criticism. The commonality between all of these movies is they all had a major amount of potential to be amazing movies, however, did not do very well from a gamer's standpoint. The transition simply lost too much of the potency it had as a game when it became a movie. However, this time around, they are basing the movie around a game that does not follow a straight storyline in a way. It's simply a large universe to explore and complement with any story the developers deems interesting enough to add to it. So a movie with a story based on the universe is almost an idea unto itself, and I personally can predict this movie being a gigantic hit, simply because of all the people who play the game and the ridiculous hype surrounding it. Almost everyone has heard of WoW in one way or another, and something like this is almost too intense to pass on. Whether or not this movie turns out to be good, the fans alone will bring this movie up to a perfect box office surprise. Like the live-action Mass Effect movie coming sometime in the future, the movie is being produced by Legendary Pictures, who seems to have taken to the movie genre of video game adaptations as of recently. They claim the same statement they did with Mass Effect, stating the movie is made for the story and the universe that is there to explore, not simply for a quick buck. For that reason, lots of effort will be present to not deviate from the universe so far that it becomes its own movie, with slight nostalgia along the way, which I personally believe is why video game adaptations flop in the long run. This movie, unlike the Mass Effect adaptation, already has a chosen director, Duncan Jones. Legendary Pictures has high hopes for Duncan, stating that they are huge believers and believe he will break the mold, and they will give him the resources to bring this very successful video game to the big screen. They state that we will be hearing more updates soon, and this is only one of the potential blockbusters Legendary Pictures has in store for us. One can only hope they don't let us down. When they give me more, I'll give you more. So what do you think? Will this movie flop? Will it be a big hit? What would you like to see in the movie, and will you see it? That just about ends this episode of News from a Gamer, and I hope you'll join me next time for another exciting piece of gaming news that you may not have yet heard about. I hope you liked the video, and if you didn't, I kindly appreciate the view you gave it, and I hope you all have a great night.